Good morning and a warm welcome to your show, Sunny Mornings in San Diego. I'm your host, Melissa, and it's Monday, June 3rd. Coming up on today's show, we'll get into the surf report and the weather outlook. Then we'll jump into some local news and a few interesting happenings in business, science, and entertainment. But first, you'll be interested to know, 59 years ago, today in 1965, Ed White emerged from the orbital spacecraft Gemini 4 and became the first American astronaut to walk in space. So now you know. And now you know what time it is. It's time for the surf report. Expect a slight decrease in surf on Monday as both the south-southwest swell and secondary northwest swell taper off. San Diego will still see the most size with widespread waist-high waves and best breaks going shoulder-high. Variable wind is expected with a south wind eddy in the mornings. Monday at Tourmaline and South San Diego. It's looking rough out there Monday at 2+ feet and choppy most of the day. You'll probably have to hang in there until Wednesday to see anything rideable. Might be able to sneak in a sunset session, though, as conditions look fair in the late afternoon. Best time to ride is at 5 p.m. with a 4.5-foot incoming tide when the southwest swell is 1 foot at 18 seconds, and the onshore wind is 7 miles per hour. The first high tide Monday will be 4 foot just before 8 a.m., with a 1.5-foot low tide at 1. The nearshore buoy at Scripps in La Jolla reads 64 degrees for the water temperature. Checking out the weather in the San Diego area. This morning it's cloudy and feels like 61 degrees with 6 mile per hour wind. The sunset will take place at 7:53 and it will rise again tomorrow at 5:40. It looks like we're in for some patchy drizzle before 11 a.m. Then it will be partly sunny, with a high near 69 and wind of 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, it'll be mostly cloudy with a low around 59. Looking ahead in the weather. Tuesday will be partly sunny, with a high near 70 and southwest wind 5 to 10 miles per hour, with gusts as high as 20 miles per hour. Wednesday and Thursday will be cloudy in the morning, clearing up to mostly sunny with highs around 70. Friday will be cloudy in the morning, clearing up to mostly sunny with a high near 72. Bonjour, food enthusiasts. This podcast is brought to you by Versailles Cafe and Pastries in Encinitas. Nestled on El Camino Real South, just north of Encinitas Boulevard, this cafe is a haven for culinary delights. Indulge in their amazing Eggs Benedict or their gluten-free crepes. You can grab a panini for lunch or just breeze on through to get your morning coffee. They are open every day from 8 to 5. So stop on by and don't forget to tell them Sunny Morning sent you. In local news, a significant early season heat wave is set to hit the West Coast, bringing record-breaking temperatures and increasing wildfire risks. A high-pressure ridge will raise temperatures across Northern California and the Pacific Northwest, with parts of the Sacramento Valley reaching over 110 degrees. This heat wave follows a pattern seen in 2021, though less severe. As vegetation dries, the potential for wildfires grows, while rivers, fed by melting snowpack, pose a hazard to swimmers. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration forecasts a hotter-than-usual summer, influenced by climate change and the El Niño cycle. Now on to sports. The NFL is set to enhance its officiating with new technology. An electronic system for measuring first downs will be tested in preseason games and might be used in regular season games soon. Additionally, instant replay will play a larger role in officiating, helping officials with roughing the passer, intentional grounding, and late hits out of bounds. While a sky judge system remains off the table, these steps aim to improve accuracy and efficiency in officiating, addressing past challenges and fostering fairer gameplay. In local sports, the Padres on the road beat the Royals 4-3. And tonight, they're on the road again in Anaheim to take on the Angels. The Padres are struggling despite their hefty investments in star players like Manny Machado, Fernando Tatis Jr., and Xander Bogaerts, who collectively cost around $1 billion. These high-priced athletes have underperformed, with the big three hitting a combined .236. Injuries have played a role, but inconsistency and failure to hit effectively at Petco Park are major issues as well. The Padres' pitching, especially their bullpen, has kept them in playoff contention, but the team's overall performance remains disappointing. In top news, in more news coming out of Cambridge, Harvard University, which already has nearly $50 billion in cash reserves, has just received a $20 million donation from investor Joseph Bay and his wife, novelist Janice Lee. This gift, intended for the Faculty of Arts and Sciences, comes just before alumni reunion celebrations. Bay, a new member of Harvard's governing board, and Lee aim to support financial aid and the humanities. This significant donation follows a period of decreased contributions after the October Hamas attack on Israel, and subsequent controversy over Harvard's response to anti-Semitism. The couple, both 1994 graduates, have contributed $140 million to Harvard over the years. Interesting. In business news, Skydance Media has revised its offer to acquire Sherry Redstone's, National Amusements, and merge with Paramount Global, proposing to buy non-voting Paramount shares at about $15 each, at 26% premium. The deal, still under negotiation, involves Skydance and its backers contributing funds to buy out National Amusements and inject cash into Paramount, aiding debt reduction. The deal follows opposition from non-voting shareholders and Paramount's recent CDO departure. This transaction would mark a significant shift for Paramount, which has been controlled by the Redstone family for decades. In crypto movement, Bitcoin is just under $68,000. Ethereum is nearing $3,800. And Solana is $163. Moving on to a more local vibe. In our community spotlight on health and wellness, we are working with a national Pilates studio to bring you some free classes, so listen up. Check out Club Pilates, with several locations in the San Diego area. Pilates presents a comprehensive wellness approach, cultivating strength, reducing tension, and elevating mental well-being. Scientific research affirms its benefits. So now you can check out Club Pilates for a free class, with locations in Encinitas, Solana Beach, Oceanside, La Jolla, and more. Just be sure to tell them Sunny Morning sent you by. And now, back to the show. Let's talk tech. Alexander Graham Bell once challenged the scientific community to measure a smell. Today, advances in machine olfaction are meeting this challenge using sensors and machine learning to identify and interpret odors. Despite the complexity of human smell, with 400 types of receptor cells, researchers have made significant progress. Initiatives like the Dream Olfaction Prediction Challenge and the Perfume Project have expanded datasets, enabling breakthroughs with deep learning models. These developments promise applications in personalized fragrances, better insect repellents, disease detection, and enhanced augmented reality, heralding a bright future for digitized smell technology. And in entertainment news, Netflix's new release, Hitman, starring Glenn Powell, opened in a few theaters before its streaming debut on June 7th. Despite Netflix's efforts to market these limited theatrical releases, the real buzz comes from streaming. While Netflix promotes its movies as being in theaters, the impact is minimal compared to traditional studio releases. Critics argue this strategy stifles potential theatrical hits and diminishes movie culture, emphasizing the need for mid-level successes to sustain the industry. Well, alrighty folks, it's time for the quote of the day. And today, our quote comes from the aeronautical engineer, astronaut, and first American to walk in space, Ed White. He said, "A good man's life is never quite ended. Something of it always remains, to touch and illuminate others' lives." And that's a wrap for this morning. You can check out our Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok for some captivating aerial videos with local news and the surf reports. Have an amazing day, my good friends. We'll see you tomorrow with another episode of Sunny Mornings in San Diego.